Hey everyone, it's Queen of Light 1111. Happy Friday here with your weekend energies for today, Friday, September 6th through Sunday, September 8th. So I took a quick look, not quick, I mean, really it takes me about an hour to get this whole spread out. And I've taken a look at this and it's very, very interesting. I don't know if you guys have been watching the last few videos, but I think I've said in one of them at least that this collective, the masculine and the feminine, are so at par right now about exactly what is happening, even in the 3D. You know, there used to be this huge disconnect between the masculine and the feminine. Like, you know, the feminine would be ascending and the masculine's like 3 steps behind, then 2 steps, then 1 step. They are perfectly aligned at this time on their journey. So if it's feeling difficult, if it's feeling challenged or challenging, it is because you guys are so close. But I got to tell you, I know it feels so far and so hopeless, but that's how miracles are, right? That's how these things are. It's just like, you know, this last and final cycle of this part of this separation before sacred union occurs in the physical is like the toughest lesson that you are going to learn on this journey before we start into union energies and that, you know, bricklaying that will happen as the masculine and the feminine come together. And I don't know, for you feminines out there, for any of the feminines or anyone that resonates with the feminine energy, you know, if you guys have gone through something major, like another dark night of the soul where you haven't had one in years, and all of a sudden this week or maybe last week has just been so hard, it is because this is the final purge, the final push of these old wounds that have not been healed, that have like broken the final connection, this connection again, so that, you know, you can heal it. You can both heal this and move forward. And in this case and in this situation, it is that third party energy, that old third party energy that has really come up for our feminine. And for her, it's this, like, she's having a very, very difficult time letting go of the past, letting go of the deceit, letting go of the lies. And you just can't build off of that anymore. And she's got to heal that, because otherwise, what's the point? It's just like you constantly torturing yourself if you feel like you can't trust him anymore. Okay. And you know, and that's just one issue, right? There could be other issues that you all are going through individually in your journeys. And that is exactly why on Sunday, September 8th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am holding a workshop that's sold really well, by the way, and I still have some few seats available. For those that are actually in communication, working on their way towards union. So if you are in communication in the 3D, I'm not talking about telepathic 5D communication. If you're physically actually in this life talking to your masculine and trying to work through these old wounds, then this is a workshop for you. And tickets will be on sale through Saturday, and then I'm going to close it out. And the first class is going to be on Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, September 8th. So if you're in this collective and you're trying to move forward with your masculine but are having a very difficult time with old energies that are cropping up, this is for you. So what I did was I have some themes going on here for where the masculine is in his, you know, just like what is his theme for this reading? What is the theme for this weekend? And I have that for the feminine, and then I also have that for the connection as a message from spirit. Then I have used the mermaid cards, the mermaid deck, the oracle. And just again, like in his mind's eye, how is he viewing his feminine? And then I did the same for the feminine, and then same from spirit. Like, how is spirit looking at this connection? Are they looking at us like, you know, gosh, guys, get it together, right? And then finally, I pulled 3 messages from the masculine to the feminine, from the feminine to the masculine, and then messages from spirit to both of them on their connection, okay? And then we have the head, heart, and environment. And then I have the current connective energies. So let's go ahead and get started. And real quick, before I begin, if you want to book your own personal reading with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. Also through Saturday, the close of business, so like midnight Saturday, I am going to offer a special just for today and tomorrow. So if you want to book a reading with me, okay, the extended reading and my 1 hour coaching session are both 10% off. And if you want to book, I also have some time next week, so you can get in pretty quickly because I've cleared out some days in my schedule next week for accommodation for this sale, because I know some people are like, oh, I don't want to wait that long. And so I've cleared out some days. So first come, first serve on those slots for next week. 10% off the 45-minute Twin Flame extended reading, where we talk about what's happening. There's 2 parts to that reading: what's going on in the connection, what are the blocks, and then future energies. And then also 10% off my 1 hour coaching session, where we'll talk about, what's happening, what do you need help with, and it's customized to you. queenoflight1111.com if you want to take part in the 10% off for those 2 sessions or those 2 services. And it will expire on Saturday night, midnight. So 9/7, September 7th, done. September 8th is the workshop. And if you want to join, you have to buy your ticket by Saturday as well. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with our masculines kind of theme for the weekend. Okay. Well, actually, we're going to start with, I'm going to just pull them all out here, and then I'll put them away. It'll be easier. Okay, so, oh, and by the way, any deck that I'm using here, the link is in the description box to my Amazon storefront. If you click on that link, if you can click on that link, then that is where you can see all of my different decks, okay? Sorry. Okay, so, sorry, when my family calls, like, I gotta answer, but I didn't answer. I just texted them back. So sorry. So anyway, any of these decks, they are available on my Amazon storefront, so feel free to purchase from there. And for those of you that have already purchased, thank you so much. I think that's wonderful that you guys are getting into the tarot, understanding it, and love using and seeing these decks. So thank you for looking. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What is the theme for our masculine today? So I'm using the Oracles of Visions deck here by Ciro Marchetti, and this is very interesting to me. So here we have 2 cards, and they're both alone. Okay, they're both alone in contemplation. And for our feminine, and I'll tell you what each card means. Then for our feminine, we have 2 cards here, both alone, both in contemplation. And so I think it's really interesting that both are in this period of introspection, contemplation, thinking about the past, in an energy of surrender. And that is what is happening this weekend. And also, we're going through a very, very powerful full moon on September 14th, okay? A very powerful moon. So for me, intuitively, for the collective, it very much feels like this is like this preparation for this huge gateway that is going to open up after this full moon, okay? And so this is a great period of contemplation, of understanding, of learning these final lessons. So once the moon completes its cycle after the 14th, and I think I said this in one of my videos, the major breakthroughs are going to happen. Major breakthroughs are going to happen. So let's go ahead and get started with what the card is for our masculine. So what is his theme for his energy towards his feminine for this weekend? It's this card here, and this is all about a new beginning and releasing from the past. I mean, this is what he's thinking about. So he's outside the gate now, okay? And this is all going to make sense when I start to go through the messages in the reading. Like, he's out of the gate now. He's out of the safety now. Like, he's got to deal with himself and this connection and his healing, okay? This is very much an energy now where, like, he wants to choose a fresh start, and he's got to make a choice. So this card specifically says it's like this is time to move on from failures or simply to expand and explore new horizons and make choices to leave the past behind, okay? So whether this is in the form of like, you know, like maybe leaving the past behind with other people, leaving the past behind with his feminine, you know, this is really about making a decision, right? There's like 3 cards on the bottom, and if you look, sorry, I don't know if it's focusing right, but anyway, these are the 3 other Fool cards, okay? Because this is the Fool card, number 1. This is like the Fool is all about, you know, taking a leap of faith, a new journey, a fresh new start, and that is exactly what this is like he's just wants a fresh start. He's like done. It's time to move on. And so I was kind of like, ooh, is he moving on from his feminine? No, he's not. So spoiler alert, he's not moving away from his feminine, but he's done with the old feminine. He's done with the old masculine. He's done with the past. And it is time to move on and release the past. And even in this deck, this is very interesting to me because it goes on to specifically talk about this card more. And so I just want to point out some like graphics on this card. Okay, so like this is this person, right, in a robe, and she's got memories in her heart. She's covering her heart, okay, and she's eyes are closed, thinking back to times when she was prepared to take a chance, right? But before she opens her eyes, there's like these 3 doves, right, which is joy and faith, and this is what she's releasing, right? She's like trying to release and step into faith, right? So this box is releasing all these doves. So stepping into faith, stepping into this unlimited potential and possibility. And this is a defining moment because in this card, it's saying a decision is made, okay? Whether this decision was made by his choice, it doesn't matter. Whether the universe stepped in and sent him a tower, a decision was made, and there is no going back now. And now this person, this masculine, is out the gate, right? He's out of the gate, and that gate behind him is now locked, okay? That gate behind him is now locked, and there's no turning back, okay? So he was having a hard time taking this step forward. He was stuck for a long time. And so this is the theme for his weekend, is that he is going to make a decision to leave things behind and start fresh. And so now his second card that came out is this number 3 card. And this card is all about dreams and meditation and spiritual escape, okay? This is about, you know, look at this jester, right? This is like the magician, like the court jester even, that like he's on top of his box, right? His box of toys, his box of tricks. This is like him contemplating, looking at all the stuff that he has done, you know, like this is about, you know, going into the depths of himself and freeing himself from the depths of his inner shadow, okay? And really kind of waking up to a fresh new start. It's now time for rest and escape. Like he wants to escape the past. He's resting. There's lots of cards in his spread here that indicate rest. We have temperance, which is about balance and healing. We have 4 swords, 4 swords, 4 swords. Like there's all kinds of 4 swords. He is healing. He is healing. He's healing this past, and he's ready to let it go. Ready to let it go. All right. So now what is happening with our feminine? For those of you who watched the live with me, I feel like that was like a week or so ago on the live, I think we did get either one or both of these cards. And so what is the theme for our feminine this weekend? This first card that flew out, both of these cards flew out together. She is in contemplation and analysis. Like she's thinking about stuff, right? Like, look at, there's this serpent with the apple. She's thinking about the things that she did that maybe, you know, weren't that great. She's holding on to this monkey, trying to keep that monkey on her back controlled. There's that man, the thinking man, which also came up in her heart space, right? Sitting there. There's this picture. She's like in her analysis, okay? This analysis is a blessing and a burden to her. And that's her theme right now. And so, you know, this is very much a time where alone she has the freedom of choice and the capability of her own rational thought to, you know, to survive and procreate, right? This is about what she is thinking, what she is feeling, she can manifest. So this could be manifesting your fears or manifesting your blessings. And so this is very much about, really thinking about whether it's controlling the monkey on your back or the serpent, or being this, wise thinker about, what has happened in this connection. What are my lessons learned? And analyze that. The next card that we got for our feminine, right? So not only is she thinking, but she's also in this state of patience. She knows that things will evolve at the right moment. Okay, look at her. She's just sitting there. She's beautiful. She's in her, ballerina gown, right? She's not stressed out. There's the fish. She knows there's this golden cord. And she just knows that there's the right moment that these results will manifest. And so she knows that things cannot be rushed. Things cannot be rushed. And so she knows when the time is right. And so this is also about, in your analysis, feminine, in your contemplation, don't be too indulgent and devote so much time to waiting or imagining the perfect moment, the perfect thing, right? Then you're going to get lost in perfection. And when he comes forward, or when something manifests, you're going to be like, well, that's not the way I imagined it. Well, you know what? Surrender it. Surrender whatever your imagination is, okay? And just know that God, the universe, has got this. So what is happening actually to the connection at this time? What is the theme for the connection while our masculine is thinking about, his shadows and the stuff that he did in this kind of trickster, jester energy, right? The games he's played, and now how he's ready to let go of the past. That's what's happening with him. She's contemplating, she's analyzing, and it's very interesting because they both only came up as King and Queen of Swords. That's it. And both have it here in their environment. King and Queen of Swords. King and Queen of Swords. That's who they are. They're trying to be very rational, logical, analytical, but there is great love that they both have for each other. But the thing is, they're trying to balance out their emotions, which gets them a little bit into trouble, right? And move forward in their environment in a balanced way. And so what's happening with the connection now? What's the theme for the connection? This card is about identity and self-analysis, knowing oneself. And this is very funny to me. Well, it's not funny. That's exactly what they're doing. And then Spirit just comes out and says, yeah, kids, this is exactly what you're doing, okay? You guys are both in self-examination. You guys both need to be who you are. Take all of these masks off. There's the mask that's being held by the hand. There's these Russian dolls that when you pop one out, there's another one that comes out. There's two masks there, also at the bottom of the card. It's time to remove your mask. Be who you are in this connection. Be authentic in this connection. And that is what the universe is helping them both with, okay? The second thing the universe is saying is the theme for this connection. And again, I love it when Spirit does this, because this is what Spirit is saying. Memories, lessons learned, choices made. He's made a choice. She's making a choice. They're learning their lessons in their energy of contemplation and understanding. So look at it. This person is closing her eyes, and she's releasing to the world all the details of her thoughts and feelings, successes and failures, good times and bad times. And all of these are flying about like pages, okay, all around her headspace. And then from an open locket, do you see the locket at the bottom? Like a light comes out with images of loves that were lost, but that they both have not forgotten. And so now it's just time to capture the tender moments and let go of the past. Let go of the past. And that is what the universe is helping with as they are both in this period of contemplation and healing and ready to start in a fresh way, okay? So now, how is the masculine looking at his feminine from his mind's eye? I got to show you both of these at the same time. How the feminine and the masculine. Look at this. I just almost fell off of my chair. He got the mirror. When he thinks about her in his mind's eye, he's like, she's my mirror. She's the reflection of me. When she thinks about him, She's saying the same. This is why, to me, I'm just like, oh my God. In the environment, they're both the King and Queen of Swords. And now the way that they're looking at each other in the mind's eye is like, you are in me, I am in you. You are in me, I am in you. This is exactly how they're both looking at each other. And then Spirit like further brings it home and says receptivity. Yes, you are in me, I am in you. You are in me, I am in you. Yeah, I wanted to say dummies, but no disrespect. But like, come on, guys, get it. Allow yourself to give and receive. You are one. You are one. You know you are one. Allow yourself to give and receive. So specifically, this card says, know thyself. Self-examination. See who you really are. He's seeing who he really is. And when he thinks about his feminine, he knows who she really is. Because she is him and he is her. Oh my God. And then for her, reflections, what you contemplate, you can actualize. This also came up in her card about this contemplation. She can manifest her fear or she can manifest her blessing. She can manifest her masculine as the best version of himself, or she can manifest her as the best version of herself, or she can manifest something different. He is you and you are him. And then finally, this is the card. Like, take off your mask. Let go of the past and be open. Stop withholding how you feel about each other and allow yourself to receive his love. Allow yourself to receive her love. Allow yourself to give your love and allow yourself to, just give to this connection. I mean, I just can't. I'm like, I should just end it right here because it's just so beautiful right there. But we're going to continue. So now the messages, okay? 3 messages from the masculine to the feminine. 3D self, Queen of Lights 3D, okay? So I asked for 3 messages from the divine masculine's 3D self to his divine feminine. First card, the answer is no. I was like, uh-oh, what is this about? The answer is no. 3 of Cups. It's no third party. He's telling you there's no third party. There's no third party. Get over your dark night of the soul. There's no third party. He's also saying, I surrender. Like, I'm finally surrendering to this connection. And then what do we get? 10 of Swords. He's like, I give up. I give up. I want to end this pain. I want to end this. And I want to surrender to my healing. I want to surrender to my connection. Last card, barrier. He's telling you he's stuck. He's stuck right now. What's he stuck in? Speaking his truth, coming forward with the truth. All right? That's where he's stuck. He's like, listen, lady, there's no third party. I'm surrendering all of this pain. I'm surrendering myself to this connection. Like, I'm taking it. I want to be done with the pain. But I don't know how to speak my truth at this time to you because you are the Queen of Swords. Okay, what is she saying to him? 3D self. Dark night of the soul. That's what I was saying at the top of this reading. Like, if you've been going through it, you just went through another dark night of the soul. Okay, it's clarified by 2 of Swords. She's saying, I'm going through it again. Like, I feel like this was when we first separated. I'm going through this pain, and I've had to go back into myself, into my intuition, and retreat. Second message, offer. She's like, what is she offering right now? Conflict. She's like, I know that anything that I'm offering or giving to you at this time is conflicted because she has internal conflict. Last card, conclusion. She wants to end this conflict, end this dark night of the soul, and come back together in a happier time, in a happier way. All right? What is Spirit saying to these people? Guide. Spirit's saying, we're trying to guide you. We're trying to guide you. Take off the masks. Be authentic. Okay? Learn the lesson. Let go of the pain. And be open to each other. And then 2 cards flew out with this. Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Right? So this is exactly our feminine's energy. The feminine is supposed to be the guide to this new beginning. The feminine needs to heal that dark night of the soul. Okay? So the feminine is being guided. The feminine is being helped through her healing, okay, to continue to guide this connection to a new beginning. The next card that we got, the next message from Spirit is stuck. Yeah, well, yeah. He's saying, I'm stuck in my communication. I can't speak my truths. She's in her dark night of the soul. So Spirit's confirming, yes, you are stuck. Then 3 cards flew out and I took it. First card was the Sun, right? This is about, we're stuck. We're not able to, be in this positivity, in this happiness, in the success of this connection. What else is stuck? We're stuck in balancing things out, having justice made to each other, right? Treating each other right. We're stuck in transforming this connection. Yeah, duh. Thank you, right? Last message from Spirit, compromise. This is what they're saying with that receptivity card. Listen, masculine and feminine, compromise. Compromise, because that is the only way you can end this cycle. Man, really powerful messages from Spirit, okay? Bottom of the deck for the messages from Spirit and the Oracle is balancing the scales. This is Justice, 9 of Cups. Only when things are balanced can you both have your wish, okay? Only then. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the head, heart, and environment for both our masculine and our feminine. Bottom of the deck for the theme of the reading for head, heart, and environment is standing your ground. They are defensive. They are defensive at this time. Bottom of the deck for the energy is financial constraints, but in a love reading, it's like right now they're feeling the lack of the connection. They're feeling stuck in the connection right now because he doesn't know how to speak. She's trying to heal her old wounds, and they're both trying to come to a place of balance, okay? Bottom of the deck for the head, heart, and environment for our masculine is the Justice card. He's very much trying to balance, and it is clarified by the bottom of the deck being the Lovers. He's trying to balance things out, do the right thing towards his divine partner, his divine connection. Bottom of the deck for our head, heart, and environment for our feminine is the 9 of Swords. Clarifiers being the 8 of Wands. She is stressed about how are we going to move forward? How do we communicate in a better way with each other? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First card out for our divine masculine's headspace when he thinks about his feminine. He's got the Destiny card. This is the Wheel. So when this Destiny card comes out, like he's just ready to move into a better time. He's ready to move into a better time. He is. He wants things to change. He wants success. He wants to grow, okay? This is about good karma. He wants to open up his heart, open up his mind, and be ready to receive, okay? He really is. And here's the energy behind this. This is about movement and choices and decisions. This is like the 2 of Wands energy. So he's ready to get out of this cycle and make a decision to move, which is exactly the theme of his reading. He's like, I'm surrendering. I'm leaving the gate. I'm locking the gate. I'm moving forward. I'm going to take a chance. Because he's more in this appreciation mode. He has appreciation for where he's been, where he's going, and what he's been through. So this weekend, he's going to make choices. He's going to make decisions to move forward, okay? Because he's going to be in this better state of gratitude. And this card, this number 15 card, appreciation, just to give you a little bit more energy behind this. This card, if you're looking at it, there's this woman, right? This person is choosing gratitude. She's holding a single rose, right? This is about, behind her are all these like brushes and like the brushes are old and brown. But you know what? She's not looking at that. She's not going to look at that anymore. She's going to look at the beauty and focus on the beauty of the rose and then some other flowers behind her, okay? So this is very much like he knows that he has a lot to be grateful for, and he's going to choose appreciation versus lack. Okay, that's what we can expect over the weekend. So now as we drill down into his energy, hold on. As we drill down into his energy, we have the first card out is 3 of Coins, right? So this is learning lessons. This is like, how are we going to work together as a team? How do we work together as a team again? So when he thinks about his feminine, he's thinking about, I've learned lessons through this connection. But how are we going to rebuild? Look at this picture. This guy is like working on these coins. There's room for these coins to be placed into this new cathedral that he's building. And how are we going to work together to rebuild now? Now that he's decided to take a leap of faith, How are we going to build? How are we going to be a team? So clarifying that is the strength card. He's gaining his strength to be a stronger partner, to be a stronger teammate. He wants to move forward, Knight of Cups. Wants to move forward in love and communicate that. Page of Wands, he wants to. Okay? But he's heartbroken. 3 Swords. And when I clarified that, it was equilibrium. This is the Temperance card. He's healing his heart. He's healing his heart because, Queen of Swords came out. And so, that's why he's stuck, right? Remember, he's saying, he's like feminine, barrier, Knight of Swords. He's stuck in how to communicate his truth. He wants to. He wants to come forward and say, I want to move forward in love, but he's a little heartbroken, and he's healing that. And he's feeling loss, 5 of Swords. He's feeling defeated over this love in his headspace, okay? He's just like, I've lost it again. I've lost her again. How can I be a better partner? How can we be a better team? I want to move forward with her, but I'm healing my heart again. And, potentially have lost this connection. All right? That's what he's thinking in his headspace. So now what's happening in our feminine? Listen, I'm going to also tell you, we got the 9 of Pentacles way too many times, so I know that there's no third party, but that old energy has creeped up like that monkey on her back, man. That's why she's got to cord on it. If you look at this picture, that monkey on her back is that 3 of Cups energy. It's not on her back, but she's holding on to it with that, what do you call it? Oh my God, what do you call it? Leash. Okay, so she's got a leash on the monkey. She's holding on to it. Let it go. Let the monkey go. That monkey's no longer there. It's an illusion. And so my point was 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. These 9s, Hermit, have come up a lot in her space and his space. And they are both keeping each other in this very single energy, which also to me further confirms there's no third parties, old energy. Because, look, there could be some shady stuff that he may be doing, but there's no significance to any of those people. And they are all probably like fillers or whatever it is. There's not a love there. There's not a contract there. And so if you're judging based on some things that you may be seeing, just know that there's no materiality to any of it. And so here we come again, 9 of Pentacles with patience. And so through her independence, through this trying to gain her strength, trying to gain her stability, her wealth, just being, again, prepared to be the best version of herself, she is remaining patient. She's really remaining patient. And so when this card comes up about the 9 of Pentacles type of energy, this is, very much an energy of, 9 of Pentacles in the typical deck, right? That's all about like that single and fabulous, woman, typically a woman. But, this is also in this deck a little different because it's like what you sow is what you reap, okay? So now it's time for her to reap everything that she worked hard for. This is about her self-mastery, her self-sufficiency, her independence, her security. But, the reason why we have patience here, because she's not completely stable. She's got insecurities around this connection. And so that is the last piece. This is about letting go, having a peaceful presence in this connection. You are strong. You are stable, feminine. You are okay. You're not the same feminine you are when you started this. You're not going to get duped. And so this is this beautiful, peaceful angel. Look at her. And she's holding a clock. Like time is ticking. Okay? This is like, this peaceful energy is saying, it's saying to you that it's time to release this old urgency, right? To deal with all this 3 of Cups stuff that's not there. It's telling you, relax, let go of the single-minded desperation that's been driving you, right? Let go of it. And don't force your will on only that one option, focusing so much. Third party. Like, stop doing that. Or, I don't trust him, or he's doing this, or he's doing that. So you keep telling your same story over and over again. It's time to be peaceful. It's time to quiet your mind. Time to let go of that kind of energy, that low vibe, toxic energy. So then let's drill down into her headspace. What is this all about, right? What is this all about? Ew, these nails. What is that? Okay, so what's happening as we go further into her headspace? Further into her headspace, she is strong, she is stable, she's secure, but she needs to let go of this desperation, this like need for things to happen right now, and that's what she's going to work on this weekend. She's also going to let go of retelling herself the same old story, replaying the same movie over and over again of her connection and only looking at the bad parts, okay? So in her headspace, first card out, 5 of Cups. This is that like, oh my God, look at the 3 cups, blah, blah, blah. Like, listen, and I'm not minimizing it. I'm not, because you got the dark night of the soul. I know the pain. I understand the pain. I am also a divine feminine on this journey. I get it. But there is a time to let go. This is the time. This is like in her headspace, she's got a lot of sadness. She's like thinking about the past. She's thinking about what happened. The 5 of Cups is also a card of victimization, okay? And it's been clarified by the 4 of Cups. So she's sad. She's holding on to the pain. She's not releasing the pain of the past. And so furthermore, 3 of Cups, sure enough, he's telling you no 3 of Cups. What is this 3 of Cups, right? She's like, 3 Cups. I just felt like the energy of this 3 of Cups is like, here we go, third party. And so this 3 of Cups also sometimes is about coming back together and about union. So this, so I said clarify it, and it's the wheel. And so she wants to come out of this 3 of Cups energy, out of this energy where she feels like more than one cup is being shared. He's getting 1 cup, and he's giving 1 cup somewhere else. She wants to come out of that cycle, right? And she wants to move towards her wishes, 9 of Cups. So in her headspace, she continues to evaluate. She's like, I'm judging him. He's judging me. We're in this period of judgment, of evaluation. And it's clarified by the 4 of Pentacles. People are guarded. They're being stubborn in their evaluation, holding on to the same story over and over again, that this is what's happened, so this is what continues to happen. And so further, that judgment card gets clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. You continue to stay in separation because of that rigid, stubborn energy, and therefore we don't move. 7 Pentacles. We don't know how to invest. It's clarified by the Moon. We're unsure how to move this forward. It's hidden from us. There's secrets because we don't know, because we think there's secrets. The secrets are keeping our minds clouded. This is also a card of water, right? Emotions. And like we're so in our emotion, in our headspace about this. We're not thinking rationally. We're not. So in her headspace, she's like, all this stuff has happened. All this stuff has happened, right? I want to just go ahead and use the pendulum real quick. Is this 3 of Cups? She's wanting to let go of the third party energy. Yes or no? Yes. So swinging front to back is yes. So just confirming. By the way, I also do pendulum readings. So if you want to book that, that's on my website, queenoflight1111.com. Okay, so that's what is happening in the headspace, right? She's replaying the same movie of their journey over and over again. So now in our masculine's heart space, he's got patience, just like she's got patience, and he's got anxiety. And I'll tell you, she's got the same cards coming up. So they are so mirroring each other, which just tells me that, gosh, outside looking in, they're so close. But if you're in it, you don't feel like it is close at all. You feel like perhaps it is unattainable. So when he is thinking about his feminine, that patience card is all about, the patience card is all about temperance. He's healing. You already got temperance over the 3 of Swords, right, in his headspace. So now we have it in his heart, and he's aligned. Our masculine is aligned. So this is talking about patience and self-control and adjustment and moderation and balance, okay? This is like how you think and work and how you handle this connection, right? This is also about the spiritual path that's before him, balancing out his energies for the spiritual path. And so this is reminding him to open his heart, open his mind, allow himself to listen to himself and allow himself to listen to his feminine, and become more aware of the miracles that are around him, okay? But his patience, his healing is giving him anxiety, okay? He's like, he just doesn't know how to move forward, what to do. He's stuck in his truth, he's stuck in his heartbreak, and they're both guarded towards each other, and there's a lot of worry in his heart. and it's causing him a lot of discomfort, okay? And so in this discomfort, in this anxiety, he's experiencing a lot of stress. And perhaps he's even maybe brooding too much, just like she's brooding. Okay, but if you look out the window, there's a storm in the window here, and it's distant, and it's perhaps even moving away. And so this is like, release it, because, we're going to get through the storm. We're going to get through the storm. And so when you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're more likely to receive the solutions to clear this worry, to clear this anxiety, okay? And it's funny because we have the storm card in her energy too. So they're both going through the same thing. They're both worried about this connection and like whether or not they're going to be able to get it together. And really, it's free will. It's their decision on whether or not they're going to be able to do this, because everybody has free will, and they can decide to stay stuck and brood, or they can decide to make a decision and move things forward and actually heal. Okay, so the first card out that we have for him in his heart space is the Two of Pentacles. There's an imbalance happening. What is the imbalance? Okay, in his heart. And we got Hanged Man and the Star. Right now, he's in his lessons. He's balancing those lessons out, learning those lessons. So the balance is learning it and then putting it into action. The balance is healing and then putting this healing into action. He has hope. He has renewal. He is healing. He really is. He's got patience, and that's the Temperance card. He's got the Temperance card over his Three of Swords energy. He's saying, no, I don't have, and look at it, it's 11:11 on this clock as I say it. He doesn't have a third party. He's healing all of those energies, and he's stressed about it. He's learned his lesson, and now he's trying to put it into action by taking this leap of faith forward in his connection with his feminine, but he's just stuck. He doesn't know how to speak his truth because she's also stuck. And so Spirit is saying, feminine, help be the guide here so you can have this Ace of Pentacles in the future. So in his heart space, he's balancing out his lessons and his healing. And then he's telling you also in his heart space, he is stuck. He's stuck in the pain. He's stuck in his ego. All right. And he's healing that further because it's clarified by the Four of Swords. He's healing this ego energy, this bound energy, this 3D energy where he was focused on money or like physical pleasures or other things and not being enlightened. He's telling you by this being clarified by the Four of Swords, he's retreated to heal that. He's healing. He's healing how he gives love. Next card out for him is the Nine of Pentacles. He's just like, right now, I'm just choosing to try to prepare myself. Just like she got Nine of Pentacles in her headspace, he's trying to prepare himself to be a stronger, better, stable, secure partner. And he's trying to get through his confusion, through the confusion in that energy, to find his stability, to find his security. And I said, what is this confusion? Nine of Pentacles again. So it's a very strong message that he's trying to gain his footing to be that Ten of Pentacles, to be that solid, stable person, to have that solid, stable life, to build a legacy. So that's preparation. And then his last card for his heart space is the Four of Cups, which is, he's like, yeah, there's this, and she already got the Four of Cups in her heart space and his head, in her head space, and now he's got it in his heart. He's like, yeah, I know about these 3 cups that were there. I know you're still stressed about the 3 cups, but I see the blessing. I see the blessing. But I am not moving towards it at this time. He's just not quite prepared. He knows he needs to make a decision. He knows that he needs to align himself. But he's saying, I'm trying to evaluate how to come forward this time so we don't end up in the same place, because Nine of Wands, I haven't given up. Nine of Wands, yeah, I have all of these wounds, but I haven't given up. So we have Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. We've got, a number 9 in the anxiety for like Nine of Swords energy. He's alone. That's why his answer is no to 3 of Cups. Like, no, I'm not with third parties. No, he's also kind of not prepared for this union just yet because he doesn't know how to come forward, because you're not ready either. So heart space for our feminine, first card out, trapped in fear, 8 of Swords, very much like him. She's trapped in her thoughts. She's trapped in her fears over third-party situations that he's saying he doesn't have. And so she's like, is he honest? This is the thinking man, King of Swords. Is he honest? And it flew out with storm warning. This is the storm that is occurring in her heart. This is the storm that keeps her trapped in fear. Is he lying? Is he cheating? Is he deceiving? This is the storm that is passing for him, that is still in her heart, this storm. Okay? Oh boy. But look at this, guys. 46 is a 10, and a 10. She's ending this. This is why she went through the dark night of the soul again. This is the cycle completing. So let's drill down into our feminine's heart space on this storm that is brewing, on whether or not her masculine is trustworthy and honest. And that is her fear that he is not. And that is what she's going to manifest each and every time she does that. Each and every time. Because she's a powerful manifester. She will manifest this each and every time. If that he's a cheater, liar, deceiver. And that is exactly what she's going to see. And that is exactly what she is going to get. Okay? Every single time. So change your thinking. Will change the energy, will change the ways. Okay? So now, what is the card? What are the cards as we drill down into her heart? Chariot. She's trying to balance out the shadow of herself and the light in herself. She's trying to balance this out so that they can move forward. And it's clarified by the Page of Wands. So just like him, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, she wants to balance herself so that they can continue better communications in the future. Okay? 9 of Coins, just like him, 9 of Coins in the heart space. She's also trying to be a stable partner so that they can both build something long term. 9 of Coins clarified by 10 of Swords, which is like she wants to end this being single. She wants to end it, okay? But lo and behold, 3 of Cups. She's also wanting to end this 3 of Cups energy, okay? And I already clarified that with the pendulum, and that 3 of Cups is that third party energy. She's like, this is the reason why I'm single, masculine, is because that 3 of Cups energy, but I want to end the pain, 10 of Swords, just like he wants to end the pain around the 3 of Cups. Like he's done. He doesn't want the same story. She doesn't want the same story. So they both are in their being single, right? Because that same story, that same movie gets played over and over and over again. And so she's trying to balance that out in her heart. She's trying to let the storm pass with the 3 of Cups, that being old energy, okay? And so what she's doing is, through that dark night of the soul, she's gone back into her hermit energy, okay? She's going within, and it's clarified by the 2 of Swords, so that she can look at herself and heal this. And finally, Strength card. And remember, he got the Strength card, which clarified his 3 of Pentacles, which is she's trying to gain her strength so that when she makes offers to him in love, that they come from a strong place too. Okay? Oh, I think that's so beautiful. They really do love each other. They really do. But they're like they're like really stubborn. So now in the environment of the masculine, what's happening? Here's the Devil card, right? And it comes out with 3rd chakra Archangel Shamuel. And so this Temptation card, it's very interesting to me that our masculine received 1, 2, 3 major arcanas in his energies for his head, heart, and environment, which shows us like he's doing a lot of work. He's done a lot of work. And so this card here, this Temptation card, this is about, and in his environment, he's dealing with self-limiting thoughts. Like he's saying, I'm stuck. Like, how am I going to communicate my truth? He's also like, oh my God, how do I take this first step forward after I'm leaving the past behind? So this card is about, addictions or self-limiting behaviors. This is also about maybe putting too much emphasis on material, physical worlds and its pleasures, right? Like maybe too focused on money, too focused on career, and not balancing your life out with love and this connection. This is what he's working on in his environment now, okay? And the energy behind that card with coming out with third chakra Archangel Shamuel, this is yellow, okay? Remember, last reading I had a lot of yellow, and that was about life force, right? And so this is about like action and wisdom and intuition and inspiration. This is really about his life force energy. This is about taking action out of this stuck energy. This is about his emotions. This is about his desires. And this is about like having a new enthusiasm, okay? This is about moving towards your desires, getting out of this devil's energy. This is what he's working on in his environment, coming out of this 3D energy and moving forward to his emotions, into his heart space, into what he desires for his life. So now, what is really happening more as we go forward, okay? So we drill down in deeper into that energy of how he's trying to unstuck himself from being stuck in the 3D too much. King of Swords. Here, that thinking man in her heart, that's the King of Swords, okay? So this is what he's doing. He's moving forward to being this honest king. It's clarified with the Six of Swords. He wants to get out of a troubled time, out of this rough patch that gave him a lot of headaches and pain, and he wants to move out of it, move into a smoother time. I said, what does he want to move into? Knight of Cups. Move forward with his love now, okay, not with his ego. And remember, we got this Knight of Cups in his headspace, clarified by the Page of Wands. He wants to communicate his love. So he's working on how to communicate his love to his feminine as the King of Swords. Like, I'm so proud of him. The next card is Four of Swords. We already got that for him. Four of Swords was clarified by, the devil was clarified by the Four of Swords. And now we have the devil in the environment where he's finally finding his energy to break free. And here we have the Four of Swords. He's healing. He is healing. It's actually happening in his environment. Four of Swords. What is he healing? He's healing in the separation. Okay? While you guys are in separation, he is healing. What else is he doing? He's going within. He's looking at himself. He's healing that past energy. He is healing himself, his truth, his shadows. And now, Nine of Cups. He wants to move forward towards his wishes. She got the Nine of Cups too in her headspace. Okay? So what about the Nine of Cups? Nine of Swords. His stress is, how am I going to get my wish? Okay? What about the Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords? How am I going to get my wish when this is the energy that she embodies? How? When she cuts me, she's my wish. How am I going to get that when she cuts me all the time? Breaks my heart. So what's his truth? He's having a breakthrough in his environment right now. He's gaining clarity and his truth. And he's gaining his truth and clarity through this conflict with her. Okay? Through his conflict with her. And is also is going through this evaluation with a much clearer head. Remember, she got the rebirth card is judgment. She has that in her headspace too, that she's evaluating so much that it keeps her guarded, and she's judging so much that it keeps her guarded, and it keeps her in separation from her masculine. So he's finding his truth through this conflict, and he too is judging and evaluating. And this card says rebirth though. He wants a rebirth of this connection with his Queen of Swords, who he knows is his match, because what he's being is the King of Swords. So now what's happening in her environment? Sacrifice and strategy. Look at this, mirrored numbers, 12, 21. If you flip them together, they look alike. So this is a very significant message for all of you feminines, or those that relate to the feminine energy. So the sacrifice card is the Hanged Man. Okay, Hanged Man. And so when this card comes up, this is about surrendering and letting go. Let go of the Three of Cups. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? And he got the Hanged Man too. This is how aligned they are. He got the Hanged Man in his heart. And it's clarified. What did it clarify? His imbalance. Okay? He's still learning his lesson. Here in her environment, she is learning her lesson too. And so now this is saying that there's a situation that's happening in your life that you can't control the outcome. So just like rest, be patient, reflect, meditate. Okay? This is a period of transition and change for both of you. It is coming. So then it says be strategic, right? What is the strategy card all about? The strategy card, when it comes up, this is all about making a plan. You got to make a plan. What's the plan? What's the plan? You've got to create a strategy for achieving your goals. You have to create a strategy about how to let go of this pain. And this is about starting to put things in order and take control of this. Take control of this of this energy. Release it, heal it. Okay? So now, first, let's see exactly what's going on with her now in her environment. Well, her first card out, hold on, sorry guys. Her first card out is the King of Swords. Matches his King of Swords. I mean, look at it, guys. I've used 3, 6, 9, 10 decks here. 10 decks. So many duplicate cards. Okay? King of Swords. She's like, man, I got to let go of all of this because I know that this is who he can be and who he is. So I clarified it. 7 of Swords. But he lies. But he's cheated. Okay? So I said, all right, well, give me another card. Queen of Swords. So here we go. This is like that same story. Let go. The King of Swords cannot be the 7 of Swords. The King of Swords is not capable of being the King of Swords. I mean, the 7 of Swords. The King of Swords is a man of integrity, honesty. He is someone who speaks truth. He's not a 7 of Swords person. Right? This also, when I read this card together, is like they are both withholding from each other because they are both too scared to be hurt again. So I'm not going to tell you that I love you, and I'm not going to tell you that I love you either. This is what's happening in the environment. I'm not going to tell you, you don't tell me, we're just going to get in our head. That's a strategy, not a good one. Okay? Next card out, 4 of Coins. Stubborn, rigid energy. We already got the 4 of Coins about the evaluation, right, in her headspace. So I said, what's the 4 of Coins in her environment? 9 of Wands. She's very guarded and stubborn because she's been wounded. 9 of Wands matches the 9 of Wands for him about, I don't know how to move this forward. I'm not giving up. So she's guarded in her environment because she's been wounded, but she hasn't given up either. She wants to move forward with her truth. Knight of Swords, just like he does. His Knight of Swords is here as well. Where was it? Oh, he got Knight of Cups. Sorry. So Knight of Swords. She wants to speak her truth. But she's sad. 5 of Cups because she's too busy looking at the spilled 3 of Cups again. So she's blocked. Oh, I'm sorry. Knight of Swords. He did get it here on where he's stuck. He's stuck in his truth and she's stuck in her truth. Another mirror. Another mirror. And the last card here, 2 of Swords. She's gone within. Remember, the 2 of Swords clarified the Hermit's energy in her heart. So she's going within in her environment. She's looking at herself, okay? And she's trying to figure out how to walk away from this 5 of Swords energy, from this fight, from this loss. And remember, he got 5 of Swords with the Ace of Cups. And so there's a lot of pain, a lot of challenges in this connection at this time. But I feel like this is the final. King and Queen of Swords really trying to be very, very rational about their connection at this time. So now what's happening in their connection? Bottom of the deck is the Hanged Woman, the Hanged Man, and the clarifiers, the Lovers. Right now, their divine connection is suspended because they are learning their final lesson, okay? First card out, 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. Remember, he got the 6 of Swords in his environment. They want to stop fighting. They really do. They want to stop fighting and move into a better time, into this Fool's energy, which he got already. They want to move into, have a fresh new start, a fresh new beginning. 2 of Wands. You know, this is a period of decision making, choices, both of them. They're making choices right now about how to move forward, 6 of Swords, into a better time. They are guarded. They are guarded, 7 of Wands. They are very guarded with each other right now, right? They're a little stubborn. They're a little rigid because they're in this period of evaluation, of judgment. So they're stuck because they're the King and Queen of Swords. They're stuck in their headspace, still learning the lesson about how to get out. So they pause on this connection at this time, and they're not investing any offers right now because they're trying to get out of this 4 of Cups energy where they can finally see the blessing and close out this cycle, okay? That's what's going on, guys. Weekend energies, September 6th through September 8th. Let me know if this resonated. And again, if you are relating to this and want to attend the workshop, go to queenoflight1111.com and purchase that seat, purchase your seat so we can work through these issues that you have together as a group. If you want to book your own personal reading, remember 10% off the extended and the 1-hour coaching session through Saturday midnight. And if you want to book any other reading, the pendulum reading, Akashic, whatever, then also go to my website, queenoflight1111.com. Have a wonderful weekend. I wish you all the best. I wish you all healing and sending you so much love and light. All right. Have a wonderful weekend. I will be back next week. Bye, everybody.